Hi everyone, and welcome to the 4th tutorial in the Learn How to Play Conquest for Athenia series. This is the final tutorial, so we're pretty excited. And it's really actually pretty laid back compared to some of the other ones. So we're just going to show you the different cards in Conquest that we didn't encounter in the previous tutorials. There's 3 types of cards that we're going to introduce. Item cards, which essentially just are equipped to a mercenary card, and they just buff up the armor or the strike, or they give it some kind of ability. Action cards, actions and spells, which are basically just one-time things that you pay the cost of it and you do the effect of it and it goes into your ruins. And then finally condition cards, which are something that affect the entire course of the game for 1 or more turns, which you'll see in a little bit. So I'll go ahead and take my turn to get started, so I enable all of my units, including these 3 guys in the battlefield. Then I'm going to take, I get 13 gold, minus 10, so I get 3 gold, which builds upon what I have, remember, and then I get 8 mana, so I go up to 8, and then I pay my 2 mana upkeep, so I have 6 mana left. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Okay, so lots I want to do this turn. So I have these 3 units out in the battlefield, and I want to try and get through his encampment. As you can tell, I'm overpowering him pretty good right now. He's only got 1 defender there, so I want to try and get through. So what I'm going to do is use some item cards, and equip them, and then bring them out onto these guys. Now I can't, with an item card, I can't equip a unit in the battlefield directly, but I can equip units, mercenaries, that are in my locations, and then move them out and actually hand them off. It's called transfer, the units to the battlefield. So that's what I'm about to do. So I am going to pay 4 gold to equip this Ixan underling with an Ancient Leshkin. He has 25 more strike. So he is a 35-20 now. And I'm also going to pay 3 mana and equip him with a Pearl Olnon. It's a shield. That gives him 25 more armor. So now he's a 35-45. Okay? Alright, and then I am going to move him out and disable him to transfer. So now that I transfer, I can hand these items off to any local ally mercenaries. I'm going to choose to put both of them on my Praven Vandal, who was a 35-20, and now, with the benefits of both those items, he's going to be a 60-45, okay? Alright, now that I have a pretty buffed up guy, I'm going to choose my Praven Vandal, the 60-45, and my Leafy Barbarian, a 50-45, and assault Mark's encampment with both of them. Okay, so now he has 1 defender, and he can choose how he wants to block me.
Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cast a spell. I have a spell here that says pay 3 mana to engulf an item, ruin it. So I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 mana to engulf the Pearl Olnon, the shield that's giving this guy 25 more armor.
Okay, so that item is ruined. Now my guy is a 60-20.
That's a bit more manageable since I've got this 30-30 here in my encampment. I'm going to go ahead and block with the 30-30.
Okay, 30 puts me to -10, 60 puts him to -40, or -30, excuse me. Both are dead.
Alright, I've got nothing left in the encampment, so I have no choice but to let the Leafy Barbarian hit me for 50.
So boom, 50 damage right there. That's half his health. Okay, it's still my turn. So I'm going to go ahead and mount my Praven Marksman 2015 to my Skeletal Hound 2515, making it a 45-30. Move that out, if I can grab it. Attack his 30-30 unit, killing it for free. So that's ruined also. And just because I'm in such a position of advantage right now, I'm going to go ahead and move all my units out to the battlefield. Because my logic is, you know, he can't assault any of my locations since he has nothing in the battlefield. So there's really not much he can do. Then I have this Orso Magician. I can't assault the encampment because that location's already been assaulted. I can go after any of these. I'm going to go ahead and assault this unguarded village with no upgrades on it, so it's just going to ruin the village. So great. I still have a little bit of income left, so what the heck. I'll pay 4 gold, put 3 of it towards Ixan Advocate, deploy that there, and pay 1 gold for our upgrade. And yeah, I am done.
Okay. The first thing I'll do is I'll take my income. I already have quite a bit of gold left over, but I'm going to gain 10 more. And I'm going to gain 6 mana. Would have been 8 if the village had not been ruined. I'll go ahead and draw 2 cards. Remember, if I wanted to, I could barter a card at this time, but I'm pretty content with what I've got. So now I'm going to show you how a condition works. After you draw cards, and after you barter or choose not to barter, you can evoke conditions. They're easy to spot, of course, because they say condition along the bottom scroll. This condition says, pay 3 mana and banish the top 7 resources in your domain to evoke Fervor. All ally units are deployed able. So I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 mana and banish the top 7 resources in my domain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To evoke Fervor. Now this turn, all of my units are going to be deployed able. So I'm going to have a chance to do some retaliating. I'm going to go ahead and pay 7 gold for 40-45. I will pay 3 gold for 2015. 2 gold for 2010. And that I will also pay 3 gold for a 2020. So now I've got some units to work with. They're all able, which means of course they can move out and attack this turn. I've also got some item cards that I'd like to play. So I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 gold to give a unit an extendable mallet to give it 30 more strike. I'll go ahead and give this 2015 30 more strike, making it a 50-15. I've also got a shield here that says pay 3 gold to equip a warrior with an Iger's Escutcheon. It gets plus 30 armor. So I'm going to pay 3 gold and I'm going to give my Pterodon Knight 30 more armor, making it a 40-75. Okay. At this point, let's see who we want to attack. I'm going to bring out my 50-15 into the battlefield and attack the 50-45 Leafy Barbarian.
Okay, so they're going to both kill each other.
Alright. I will move my 40-75 to the battlefield and I will attack your currently mounted unit that is a 45-30.
Okay, that's it. -10 ruins it. Don't do him enough damage to finish him off, so he is at 30 health now.
I'll move out my 2010 and attack the 2015 Leatherback.
Okay, then they both deal enough to ruin each other, so they're both ruined.
Just for fun, I'll keep this unit back, maybe do something next turn. Now I also have another action card that I'd like to play. This action says, pay 2 gold to incite a riot, all other commanders lose 5 gold. Brian's only got 1 gold left, but just to be spiteful, I'm going to go ahead and take it away, all you got.
Lost my gold, darn.
I'll end my turn.
Okay, so just to recap, so 3 different types of cards that we introduced. We introduced items, which basically an item card, it'll have a cost, and then it will have a requirement for who can equip this item. For instance, this card, pay 3 gold to equip a warrior, so we can only equip a warrior card. Now when you look at the bottom scroll of one of these cards, it says Mercenary Warrior, so he is a warrior type. If it just says Mercenary, then any mercenary can equip it. It could be an archer, it could be a wizard, it could be a craftsman. And as you're looking at the cards, it's quite clear. The next type of card is an action, which you can pay gold or mana. It varies with actions, and then it just does an effect. Boom, goes right into your ruins, does an effect. Takes 5 gold, you might have one that deals 30 damage to a unit, whatever. And then the last card is a condition card, which is a little more restrictive. It's one of the few cards that can only be played during a certain time. So the condition can only be evoked after he gains income and chooses whether or not to barter. Then he gets his condition step. He can choose to use any number of conditions. And then likewise, on his next turn, once his next turn began, his next condition step came, that condition would have been ruined. So, again, that's pretty much all 4 tutorials. So you've learned all about income, you've learned all about attacking, about assaulting, about items, about mounting, about sniping, about all these abilities. So if you have any questions, you can feel free to watch them again, or feel free to email us at info@conquestforthany.com. Again, stay tuned for more videos about the game, and be sure to visit our site and check out the blogs. And let us know what you think about these videos. Let us know what you think about the game. And yeah, we look forward to hearing from you. So thanks a lot for being with us.